Welcome back to the Pokemon Alpha Sapphire postgame run. Last time, we defeated Wally's first rematch team, after finally unlocking it after just complete pain and torment. And this time, there's something that Did I heal? Yes, I healed, that's good. Anyway, this time, there's something that I kind of need to do that I actually haven't shown before, because in the original Ruby and Sapphire, you actually did this on your way to the battle tower, but this time you actually don't. Basically, what we have to do here is get back on the ferry. We need to go to either Slateport or Lily Cove. I'm gonna go to Slateport this time. Sorry about that. Anyway, we are now back at Slateport. Now, yeah, for some reason, in order to actually be on the ship, you actually have to take the ship from the Slateport to Lily Cove. If you go to the Battle Resort, you actually don't get this option. So we have to select Lily Cove City here. Once we select Lily Cove City, and say yes, wait for it. Yep, we are now actually on board the ferry. And I forget if they ever say its name here. So, basically, you can either rest in your bed and make time immediately go to when the ship lands, or you can go and battle some trainers in their cabins. Yep, just like the SS Anne, Royal Unova, pretty much any ship in the Pokemon world. There's a bug maniac here for some reason. Oh, TM Embargo, okay, I had a feeling he was going to give me that. Yeah, and there's also some TMs and stuff, so lots of useful things to get hold of, especially one particularly useful thing here. I'm not here, well, eventually in the ship. Okay, there's nothing here, but there is a gentleman. And he's gonna battle us. Did those people I battled recently go on my friends list? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've seen a gentleman named Tucker before in the Pokemon series, but anyway. This guy has a Rapidash for some weird reason. I mean, gentlemen usually use dog-like Pokemon. I mean, the one you can rematch near Lily Cove City has a Stoutland eventually, which is kind of cool. But, oh, these Pokemon's levels are far lower than I'm used to. I didn't realize that. So this might actually not be very good training at all. Yeah. I'm not even sure if you can repeat these battles if you go on the ship again. I mean, you might be able to. Because I'm sure you'd be able to revisit the ship, because, I mean, otherwise you wouldn't be able to get a certain item that is very, very important that you would not want to miss forever. But yes, we have a Zeb Striker and we have a Rapidash here. So, I mean, this guy seems to be an equine fan of some description. And he mentions friendship, too. That's kind of funny. Yes, friends need not be human. My friend is this object in my room. Yeah, sorry, that's all that reminds me of. And a rich boy. For some reason, it seems like rich boys in the Pokemon world are perpetually bored. Oh, and he has a Furfrou. And it actually has, a hairstyle. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, now Furfrou kind of has ridiculous physical defense because of its ability. You have Sucker Punch, really? It's like every dog has Sucker Punch now. But special defense is actually still pretty good. Furfrou is actually a surprisingly good tank. And did I seriously just hit another damage range? Why do I always do that? At least... Oh, look at me, I'm a rich boy. I can afford to use full restores on all my Pokemon. Should have expected that. Please... Oh, didn't freeze. That would have been funny if it did. But, no. Oh, no Sucker Punch that time either. So, goodbye Furfrou. I actually trained up a Furfrou at one point. Cotton Guard, like, with Cotton Guard, it takes surprisingly little damage from Mega Kangaskhan, of all things. So, Furfrou's actually pretty bulky. Oh, I remember you. You were from the demo, I think. Yeah, and we're not fighting you until now. And we have a conversation here. Yep, so, yeah, Elite Four Drake is actually here. And apparently... apparently he knows Pico and Mr. Briny. They're apparently old friends. If we talk to him, though... Yeah, oh, it's the SS title, right, yeah. I keep forgetting which one's which. Oh, yeah, SS Aqua was gold and silver. Yeah, that must be it. Captain Briny now. But yeah, he and Pico are now captains of this ship. Yeah, apparently Pico's also a captain. And there's nothing in this cabin. I'm guessing it's Mr. Briny's then. Actually, no, what am I saying? Of course the captain wouldn't just have a random cabin that's just near everyone else's cabins. Looks like we have a young couple in this room, so it's double battle time. Well, looks like they're a broken record couple. They're saying the exact same thing. Young clones. Miltank and Taurus. That's actually kind of cool. I don't know if breeding Miltanks has a chance of producing Taurus like with Volbeat and Illumis. I'm actually pretty sure it doesn't. So I think the only way to get Taurus eggs is to breed with Ditto, which is really weird, but I guess it sort of makes sense. And this could end very badly. Hopefully this doesn't come back to bite me, but I am taking the Taurus out first, because that's the most threatening thing here, and of course I miss. Well, at least Thrash didn't target the one I was hoping it wouldn't target. Thrash in double battles and moves like Outrage and Pedal Dance as well target a random enemy, so yeah, you have some leeway there, because, you know, they might not always hit the one with the lower defense, or the one that's weak to it in the case of Outrage, or if they've got a Fairy and a Dragon type out, using Outrage might be a bad idea, because there's a pretty good possibility that Outrage will go for the, Fairy and be useless, so always gotta watch that. Now, that Taurus was... focus miss. Typical focus miss. But at least the level advantage means that I'm not too disadvantaged here. Miltank is surprisingly threatening too. It has 100 base speed for some weird reason. I mean... Big Fat Cow apparently has 100 base speed. Don't know why, but it just does. You know, Airhorn isn't asleep. In fact, I doubt Airhorn even can fall asleep. I'm just gonna... If Focus Blast misses again... Wow! It really is Focus Miss. And I said before that I didn't miss very often with Focus Blast. Well, I guess I completely jinxed that, didn't I? One more turn should do this, though. I shouldn't be having too much trouble. 4 times! 4 times! Really? Wow! Wow. Typical. Typical! I say earlier that I don't miss very often with Focus Blast, and then I miss it 4 times in a row. Wow! Yeah, that is just my luck, isn't it? And they're finally not saying exactly the same thing. Well, they're saying the same things again there. Can I read their diary? No, I can't. I probably wouldn't want to. It'd probably be really creepy. They'd be saying the exact same things all the time. Yeah. I need to heal, but using the heal point makes me automatically arrive. I should have brought more healing items. There's a guy here. And he's battling you. You do realize you can actually do all of the ranks of contests at one contest hall. You don't actually need to go back and forth. Yeah, he probably doesn't realize that. But anyway. I still think it's kind of weird that they make it so that you can do all 4 ranks at any contest hall, and yet... Oh, wow, Delcatty might actually do something useful for once. Or not! And yet, well, they still kept the contest halls everywhere. It's kind of redundant to have them in 4 locations, and yet you can do any contest you want at any of them. Kind of prefer Emerald to just keeping them all so... Another Delcatty? You know what? I don't trust this one to not fake out. I am switching. As much as Eagle would probably take fake outs worse, but still. Really? I switch out and you don't fake out? And I mean, yeah, not fake out. Play rough is normally a... Should I Focus Blast again? I'm just gonna Psychic, because I really don't trust Focus Blast after all that. Yep, Psychic was enough, because Delcatty is terrible. One more Delcatty. Let me guess, I'm gonna stay in, so this one is gonna fake out. Oh no, it's not, okay. That was weird. And goodbye, other Delcatty. Wasn't exactly all that enjoyable for me, but oh well. Yeah, well, you'll see the same kinds of Pokemon no matter what contest hall you're at, because they're all functionally identical. Lady here. So that other rich boy had a Furfrou, which means this lady will probably have, I'm guessing, another Furfrou, actually, because generally the counterpart of Furfrou is another Furfrou, just with a different haircut. Oh, Persian. Actually, that makes sense too. Persian's cry sounds kind of weird now. That doesn't sound like a cat meow at all. Although, I think I'm kind of screwed here. Give it your best shot? Nope. Yeah, Persian is not that great of a Pokemon, although admittedly it does have some interesting utility with Nasty Plot and Technician Swift and Water Pulse, weirdly enough, which actually have really good coverage together. I'm actually going to go for Focus Blast this time. 5! 5 in a row! 5 in a row! Okay, yeah, that... 5 Focus Blast misses in a row. That's what I get for saying that I usually never miss with it. Yeah, I see you're the dodging Focus Blast sort, like everyone else here. Ugh. Now, is this our cabin? Nope, there's a gentleman here. You know, I'll actually try using Clarinet for this one. Even though Eagle and Airhorn need the experience soon. I'll soon be finding a way, let's just say, of getting everyone caught up in levels. Well, you don't have an option to knock in this game, so blame the game mechanics, not me. Braviary. Well, I guess we know where this guy's from. The land of the free and the home of the Braviary, I guess. And the Braviary is about to get crunched. Ah, that's annoying. That's gonna waste my time, isn't it? I can't do anything this turn because I'm being sky-dropped. But now I get to hit you. So you really just wasted one of my turns, which was just really annoying. But yeah, I actually, just speaking of the Persian the previous person was using, I actually had a shiny Persian back in Fire Red that I actually trained up. One of the first shinies I ever really properly trained. Actually, one of the first shinies that was that the first shiny I found in the wild that I actually caught? I think it might have been, because, again, I found the shiny Parasect in, oh right, and you're the guy who gives embargo. Wait a minute, unless our cabin was, the empty one. That must have been our cabin. Ah, cabin 2, yes, this is our cabin. I'll come back to it later. Because, yeah, there was the shiny Parasect in Crystal where I had no Pokeballs, the shiny Pidgeotto that used Whirlwind, and then I think the next one I found was the Meowth, which I did actually catch in Fire Red. Glug! I guess that guy wants to be a diver, since their vocabulary only consists of glug, 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 and glub, glub, glub. Weird old guy. Sounds interesting. Oh, right, that's a Slackoth. I couldn't quite tell what it was from looking at it. It looks like some weird rug. I don't even... see, the camera's so zoomed out that I can't even really see it. Yeah, I know, and it's probably not doing that for the benefit of everyone on the ship, but anyway. This right here, Blastoise Knight. Now that is the main reason why we came here, and the main reason why I hope you'd be able to return to this ship if you missed that the first time. Now where's the weird old man? Oh! Did they just call a member of the Pokemon League a weird old man? Wow. Pretty well. And that's all he's saying. Oh well. I guess he'll say more the next time we actually go back to the Pokemon League and rematch him, but that won't be for a little while, because we need to be a bit higher level for that. But down to the storage place we go. I remember the storage place in the original Ruby and Sapphire. I don't remember this backpacker, though. He seems new, and he's not battling us. Oh, right. Yeah, so basically, Unova is meant to be America, and this is, and Hoenn is part of Japan, so yeah, this guy is basically speaking Japanese really badly, which is probably how I'd sound speaking Japanese. Hi. Why a sharp beak? Ah. Yes, it is. There's also seems to be some kind of an explanation as to why Looker, although it's ambiguous where Looker's actually from, because, well, he has amnesia, so, yeah. But, remember how Looker didn't speak in his broken English in X and Y, which was in Kalos? It seems to imply that Looker is more fluent in European languages than he is in both English and in Japanese, because he speaks in broken English in Sinnoh, which is meant to be in Japan, and also in Black and White, which is meant to be America. So clearly he doesn't speak Japanese or English very well, but he speaks French just fine. So that seems to be, yeah, kind of interesting. But I don't think he's actually native to Kalos either, because the quest doesn't imply that, really. So we don't really know where Looker is from, but he does seem to be better with European languages than he is with English or Japanese. Anyway, Quillfish down. That did not give much experience at all. Oh, I'm very glad I switched out. Yeah, I would not have wanted, oh, yeah. Also, Marchamp has actually pretty decent special defense, so... Oh, yeah, I should actually go ahead and give Dragon Pulse to Trumpeter while I'm at it. Yeah, I should probably go back to the Battle Resort and do that. I kind of forgot. I've been used to not having good, move shooter moves, but yeah. That and, actually, while I'm doing this, maybe I should stop by Morville, get both bikes, and then go and get the, Little Bro. I'm guessing the Little Bro is the other sailor that's randomly patrolling around. Oh, the Cleanup Brothers. I actually remember this. I remember that line from the originals, and I almost walked right into the other brother. Oh, and I was about to give my other pair a chance, but yeah, got spotted first. Floatzel. Well, they certainly didn't use these Pokemon in the originals because they didn't exist then. I mean, I always pronounce this thing Floatzel. I don't know why I just did. Weirdly, its Japanese name is actually Floatzel. Don't know why they added a T in the English version, but still. Yeah, now this thing is very, very fast, but so is Sceptile, so that kind of renders that moot. But if it was raining, it would be a different story entirely. Pelipper. Well, I've actually taken down quite a few Pelippers with Grass Pledge, so this shouldn't be too bad. Yep, not too bad at all. Pelipper has very bad special defense, as I've probably said a lot throughout this whole game. And so both the bros have lost, just like Archie and Mad. But up here, yep. I think this was in a bin in the original game, but here is the Leftovers. A very, very good item that I think this is the only place in the game you get it outside of buying it from the Battle Maison. Let's see who wants this, actually, because, it's probably better than Shell Bell, actually. So I'll switch that with the leftovers. Okay, no dowsing machine on the ship, so I'm guessing that is everything we can actually do here, which means nothing left to do but to go back to our cabin, go to sleep, and basically step off on the shore. Let's rest, which would have been useful before, but I kind of prefer to, yeah, Airhorn and Eagle are a little behind, mainly because I didn't use them for the final Delta episode battles as much as I would have wanted to, because stupid Mega Rayquaza was stupidly forced into your party. And we've landed. So, let's go. Step off the ship, and I'm pretty sure that's all we really needed to do there. I don't think there was much else on the ship, unless there was other stuff in people's bins. But the ferry is finally completed here, and we are in Lily Cove. So, Lily Cove has a contest hall, as you can see, but remember how I said there are a few things that I might have wanted to take care of? Yeah, while we're at it, because this is kind of too short to really justify its own part, I kind of want to quickly stop by Moorville, because I should have unlocked all the requirements to get both bikes by now. So if you don't know, I've already visited the two people who you can see in the main game. The first one is in the desert on Route 111, up a sandy slope you can only reach with a match bike, and the second one is up a waterfall and across acrobike passageways. And the third person you need to talk to is on, in the Battle Resort. I already talked to him a little while back. Now, hopefully this should work. Yeah, there we go. So, we now have both bikes at once. Finally. And finally, because of that, if we go to the Safari Zone now, let's just go ahead and register one of those other bikes now. Wait, what? Do I have to seriously remove the registration of one of them? Yeah, let's get rid of the Good Rod, because that's more situational. And put the Acro bike on. Please tell me that didn't screw up my other slots of the registration. Okay, good. Eon Fluke's still on up, Match Bike is still there, Acro Bike is on there, so I can do this now. Bike switch! Bike switch! Bike switch! Bike switch! And that's enough of that. I actually really need to show flying at night at some point, I just realized, because I haven't actually heard the night flying theme before. Now, where is the Safari Zone? It's around here somewhere. Somewhere like there? I think it's right there. Because I'm pretty sure there is a TM in the Safari Zone that's going to be very helpful that I was not able to get without both bikes for some weird reason. Oh, wait, what was that? That sounded like an LGM. I think that was an LGM, which is interesting. So apparently they appear around here. Yeah, there's quite a lot of Pokemon you can only get with the Dex Nav after Ground and Kyogre awaken. So, I'll just repel my way through here. Please tell me I still have repels. Here we go, I have super repels. And I forget exactly where the place was that required both bikes. I know there's an acro bike spot there. Go away, Pick-a-Freak, no one likes you. Up here, across here. That's just going to lead over there. And that... Okay, we can get down there, though. sounds like a non-Hoenn Pokemon. No, wait, that sounds like a Baneri. Let me just check for a second. Slowly sneaking. That definitely did sound like a Baneri. Oh, it is a Baneri! Just so you can see, it is actually a Baneri, and it's level 30. Very cool. I actually really kind of need one of these, actually. I'm going to go ahead and catch this. Yeah. Actually, it looks really cute there. Because I seriously want to use a Mega Lot Bunny, and it's male. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with male Baneris, it's just that pretty much every single Lot Bunny I end up getting is male. I mean, I had a male one in my my first run-through of Black 2, actually, named Yarn Jr. It was amazing, actually. And then, well, actually, no, Yarn Jr. was actually a Diggersby, but he was in my... But we actually have a non-Hoenn Pokemon for once. Yeah, I'm gonna need one of these. And no nickname, because the challenge has officially stopped, but anyway. You know what? I think I'll just cut to where the actual TM is. Actually, turns out I wasn't actually that far off. So basically, from the first Acrobike area, like here, when I was right here, you have to go here. You then need to hop down these stones here with the Acrobike. Then you go over more repel. You go over here, surf across the water here, jump off, then now we have a slope that we need the match bike to get up, so we do need both bikes to access this place, and finally, we have Energy Ball, and at last we can get rid of Grass Pledge. Yeah, seriously. Oh, see, look at this. 90 power, finally. This would have been so good to have during the main game, but no! They had to say, oh, you can't have this until you have both bikes, which, oh, by the way, you can only do in the post-game. Oh, I swear, Sceptile really suffers in this game. I actually probably think he's the hardest of the starters to actually use overall. Anyway, though, yeah, Alakazam can learn this, but I'm going to go ahead and teach this to Trumpeter. Finally! Finally! Although I probably will be teaching Leaf Storm eventually. Yes, at last. Okay, yeah, we can get rid of Grass Pledge. Glass Pledge. Grass Pledge because, Elzenars are hard. Because Energy Ball is superior in every way. Same PP, but 10 more power. And Energy Ball's got a chance of lowering special defense, I believe. So, finally, Trumpeter has been liberated from no good stab move syndrome. Ugh. Also, I'm going to keep the camera on the bottom screen for a second, because if you look at this, just something kind of funny that I noticed. Pikachu and Baneri are right next to each other on the Dex nav. Yeah, lol, Largamorph shipping. Which I completely support, actually. Even though I'm actually not a fan of Ash and Dawn shipping, I actually really do support Pikachu and Baneri, mainly because they can actually breed in the games. And I think the pairing would produce a Baneri that had Thunderbolts and Iron Tail. Which, yeah, would actually be kind of cool. But anyway, enough about that. You know what? We've fixed one problem with Trumpeter's moves. Why don't we just go the whole way and actually fix the other problem? Also, while we're at it, I can finally show you actually how you fly to the Battle Maison from the sky, because it's not exactly all that obvious where it is. It's sort of down the bottom part of the map, on this little island surrounded by a beach. Not the battle... Yeah, here's the Battle Resort. It looks like it's somewhat off-map as well, so... It's not entirely obvious that you can actually land here, but this is in fact the Battle Resort. But anyway, now that we've fixed that up, it's time to finally, if we can find where Dragon Pulse is. Hello, good sir, are you selling Dragon Pulse? I don't think you are. Why do I get the feeling it's the last guy? Let's see. Find some... Drain Punch, Fire Punch. I mean, these are actually pretty good moves. I should probably invest in a few of these later. I mean, can anything of mine learn the Elemental Punches? Drill Run is very good. There it is, finally, Dragon Pulse. So, as you can see, only Trumpeter here can learn it, but finally we get Dragon Pulse. I just can't believe that for being a dual Dragon type on Mega Evolution. I mean, Ampharos became a Dragon type on Mega Evolution, and it learned Dragon Pulse. They made it learn Dragon Pulse by level up in Generation 6. Sceptile, nope, no Dragon Pulse, just Dual Chop. I'm like, ugh. Why? But anyway, now this is done. Yes, I'm completely good with having it forget Dual Chop. Would much rather have Dragon Pulse, and finally, Trumpeter's moveset is, no other moves for now, thank you, but I'll definitely be seeing you again later sometime. That sounded like... Oh, that was a Mantine, or a Man... Yeah, that was a Mantine, yeah. But, anyway, now that that's done, I actually think we should call it here. So, next time, we'll be continuing more post-game stuff. Again, so, see you then.